The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, and a move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. Find some fresh air. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over 1st.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got room at the 35. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moving away from pressure. Unloads it left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Middleton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Coming up, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Can it be?
timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the returner will be dragged down.
Georgia State Panthers will take over. First and 10.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I think...
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, what?
Breaks into the open. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like, They need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Come on, set. The pitch to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Dupree. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Check. Black 33, Mouse choice. White 29. White 29.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cajuns! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Georgia State, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Murray. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Murray. Buying some time. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Georgia State, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try the toss to the left. Powers and runs through another guy. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
21.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll try the outside to the left. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield. It's Winfield. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Halted in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quick release by the QB. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss 1 tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
The Raging Cajuns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get 1 and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The big explosive play put him right on the sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. finds a man on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
Check. White 94 Snyder choice.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Sets up the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
On the ready. Ready up.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Middleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready, set.
Looking to fire. He's going to fire to the left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
2nd down coming up.
Quarterback may change this route. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Toss to the outside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking for a man. It's Winfield. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Working that left side now. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick. Slippery, and you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. Trying to get behind the defense. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.